Well, I was up bright and early this morning and had nothing to do, so I got on YouTube. And I've been wanting to build a little hobo stove that's a little different than your typical hobo stove. So I got to searching around and I find a guy, I think his name was Survivor Johnny or Survival Johnny. Anyway, he built a little hobo stove that is supposedly going to be pretty much smokeless. So this is the layout, and just divided it up into 8 equal parts and made some marks around here where we're going to cut the bottom, and some little tabs that we're going to bend. We're going to remove this bottom and it's going to be suspended in here. So these are some vent holes and a little feed hole. This is where he lights it. So anyway, I'm not going to bore you with the whole project, but got my Dremel out and I'm going to start cutting this, and I'll show you the progress as we go. Alright, well, I got my Dremel and I cut these marks here, and what we're doing is we're just folding these in. He said about a 45-degree angle, so that might be a little too much. About 45 degrees. And he actually used a multi-tool, but he just pushed them in like this. And this is supposed to kind of direct the air in a circular pattern, so it I don't know, has something to do with how it's going to burn the gas, and we'll see how this works. I did not get to see his work. I couldn't find the video where he did that, but anyway, something like that. Alright, I've got all my cuts done. That's taken me exactly one Dremel cutting disc, and just one disc to do all that. So now what I need to do is I need to take a can opener and cut the bottom out of this. Like I said, this is going to be a suspended bottom, and so I'm not going to bore you with that, but I'll show you when I get it fixed. Okay, well, guess that's the top feed hole. This is where he lights it. I suppose you could feed materials in there too. It's kind of small, but yeah, you can feed it in there. And then these, you just bend these tabs. It just makes little holders, so when you set that bottom down in there to suspend it, it catches it, and then these ones fold over the top, and so it just traps it in there. And so that's the idea right there. Then these down here are just vent holes, so it's got a place for the air to come in beneath the bottom there and direct the air in. So, and I believe he may have had, if you're going to put a pan on here that's going to cover this whole surface and not have a pot stand above this, then you need to cut some holes in here. But what I have is I'll have to find it, but I have a gas range burner thing that will go on there, so I'll show you about that. Alright, well, there it is, and I was unable to find that burner top that I was looking for, so I just whipped out a real quick little pot stand for it, and let's see, I marked it just where it goes. It goes on like that, and just a simple little cross thing. Put a little nick in there so it would ride in the can and wouldn't slop off. So bam, just like that. So next thing is to fire this thing up, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do that this evening or wait until morning and go out and make some coffee or something. I don't know. See what happens. Stick around. Alright, here we are. Wasn't able to get out anywhere today because we got lots of chores to do, so I'm going to give this little stove a run here in the yard. Here we go. Alright, well, I got some fat wood, some birch bark, old man's beard, matches. I'm going to load this thing up, get things going. See how this thing works. Alright. Thing's filled with nothing but go stuff. Birch bark, fat wood, old man's beard. Next thing is we'll get some wood on there. We're just going to get some water on and see how this thing works. Going to feed it through the feed hole there. See what kind of a stove this is. I think it's working out pretty good, but I like it. It's a good little stove. So far so good. See you in a bit. I'm liking this stove. I'm going to use this thing a bunch. And about 3 minutes into it, my water is boiling. It took about 3 minutes for that water to boil. Anyway, I think I like this stove. It was a fun project. And I'll use it until it's dead. The little feed hole works perfect. You just throw your wood right in there. Working good. Alright. Keep on bushcrafting. Over and out.